Reptilian honor is one of the most untouched subjects today, never talked about in the spiritual ufology or channeling community today, nowhere in the industry, nowhere on earth really. It's never talked about due to many different factors, many different things. Some are being lack of transparency, lack of truth, lack of honorable speakers to even talk about reptilians, lack of reptilian channelers, but also too, lack of authenticity. We hear a whole lot of different fear-mongering, lack of, due to overall weak energies on Earth and in the industry itself. Tremendous amount of fear-mongering, anti-reptilian stuff, constant propaganda, misinformation, disinformation, constantly recycled over and over and over by some amateurish, lightweight speakers. Over the years, I've had the honorable opportunities to meet and interact and co-create and connect with a variety of different reptilian, hybrid reptilian, draconian hybrids, earth-based reptilians, and then races and classes and tiers within. I mean, their hierarchy goes on forever, and mainly within 5th and 6th density. But my highest partnership is with an extremely high-ranking, honorable white reptilian race named Theta Tauri white reptilians. They're 400-pound reptilians. They come from a planetary system or star system known to us humans as Theta Tauri. And to this day, there's only 1 dozen or so humans, just under, that are directly linked energetically to this particular race, and some being the incarnation-related reasons. And I'm the only channeler of the Theta Tauri, which I take tremendous pride in, of course, and I proudly speak of them. And galactically speaking, Thetas or Theta Tauri race is an extremely honorable and prideful race, high-ranking race, extremely reputable within the reptilian societies, reptilian alliances, and within the galaxy. And obviously, humans that have extraterrestrial contacts, real authentic contact, can easily verify who Thetas are. And I've known this race for an extremely long time in a very direct way, very private way, and we co-create 6 to 7 nights a week on average, so regularly. And this race really is one of those races I'm connected to or actively speak with on a regular, constant basis, even during the day with their own integrated energies. This race is an extremely fierce, dominant, and powerful race, so true galactic warriors, really. And they're known to literally every single extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional race out there. Any planetary system within our galaxy, any star within our galaxy, any race can tell exactly who Theta Tauri is. And any human that has genuine and authentic extraterrestrial contact, telepathy, can easily find out just as well who is Theta Tauri, what do they stand for, and also too, who is the one human on Earth that connects to them on a regular basis. Is this even true? So I think people should investigate this a little further to understand truly who Thetas are. And one of their main reasons, my own personal reason from gravitating towards them in the first place, is just simply because they're extremely fierce, extremely dominant. They're a war race. I mean, these guys represent courage and bravery every step they take in their lives. And I gravitated towards that because of my own background and beliefs. And speaking of backgrounds, I was born and raised back in Europe, in a small Eastern European country, very strict culture, very strict country. We were caught up in a war as children. So I always saw all the men, all the brave men in our family become strong military officers throughout their own careers. Brave and patriotic officers. And I wanted to be just like them. I wanted to be tough and confident as a child, watching them being so assertive and dominant and so forth. And they taught me never to be a quitter, never to be a whiner like some dying seal, never to have pretentiousness. And looking at the world today in 2022, we have just that, pretentiousness. So throughout life, I wanted to gravitate towards honorable type of examples. And even through the upbringing, playing sports, and I spent 25 or so years in the martial arts and some in the MMA, so I learned honor there. Throughout life, I learned honor. Being in this upbringing, I learned honor, military honor. So I understood it from a human perspective. And throughout careers in life, including being in a close protection industry for a while, and just much later in life, but learned and understood what is honor with that too. These honorable men and women that risk their lives every day. So I understood honor on a variety of different ways and levels. But I never, in any way, understood what is true galactic honor, but particularly what is true and powerful reptilian honor, and energies that have to do with that, including our own vibrational differences between them and humans. So I never understood the caliber and the intensity of true reptilian honor and power. particularly not from a race this powerful. And in this case, this reptilian war race, who I've gotten to know on a much deeper level, has taught me just that. What is honor? How to live an honorable life? How do they live an honorable life? What is real? What is not? What's fraud? What's authentic? What is authenticity? And of course, learning about reptilians on the internet and getting to know one on such a personal level, like completely two different concepts, like oil and water. And speaking of our human things, sugar and salt look the same to me. So throughout life and getting to know extraterrestrials, I needed to make sure that I do all of my assertiveness, that I do all of my investigations and dissecting and evaluating to connect to the real powerful reptilian races, not some parasites. Humans are so distracted, blinded, just how powerful these beings are and how valuable they can be in our human lives. They carry immense level of power. Dominance they hold cannot be explained in English. They have extremely strong consciousness. They hold incredible power militarily within the areas where they live. And Theta Taurus is one of these perfect examples. And reptilian honor, of course, cannot be evaluated properly in the astral by some low-ranking races or low-ranking reptilians who harass humans, interfere with humans' dream states and astral states. That's not honor, that's parasitic. Actually, these very same reptilians are petrified of high-ranking reptilian races. They're scared of them. I've seen this firsthand many times. So I understand how these parasites work. And just like I understand how they insert fake avatars in human dream states and so forth. And as a channeler, I see this all the time. Too many hijacked humans. Too many hijacked people. Too many people thinking they're talking to someone and they have no idea who they're talking to. But particularly when it comes to not knowing who you talk to, once I evaluated just how honorable this race is, how vouched for in the galaxy they truly are, I took a calculated risk, ignoring all fear-mongering that I heard about them, including ignoring signs that came from my own galactic guides, to be careful and to trust Thetas only if that trust is 100% given, and it always was. And I'm glad I did. And we completed many different adventures, ideas, and tasks, and trainings, and so forth. And we're going to continue to do that for a very, very long time. This partnership is going to last a long time. That was our agreement. And through the agreement process, working with them much more deeply, and especially on the astral training programs and exercises, reptilian mental warfare, channeling, of course, but integrating their own energy and fractals of their own consciousness within my own self, within my own energy, and my own layers. They literally, throughout that process, I felt like they stretched my consciousness to a degree, then completely drained it, and then rebuilt it from scratch in an extremely extraordinarily fast way, but also extremely powerful and intense way. And in the process, given the abilities and installing the tools and abilities with a variety of different advantages, ranging from abilities within 4th, 5th, 6th density, and so forth. So it's been a great adventure. I often ask humans, why do you want to get to know reptilians? But they often ask me, well, reptilians speak for power, which is true. So then their comments are, what do reptilians think of our own economic situation, tyranny on world, weaknesses and fears and so forth. So I did something in May of 22. I don't usually do, but this summer I went across the United States, visiting 12 cities, working with humans ranging from Florida, Dallas, Sedona, Phoenix, LA, Vegas, and so forth, Chicago, and working with reptilian consciousnesses, teaching humans how to use this consciousness, this powerful tool, and just how empowered they can be, and they certainly did. And they integrated this powerful reptilian intense energy, these tools, these methods of living their daily lives more powerful, utilizing duality, neutrality, removing fear and ego and narcissism and shit like this, but living with courage and bravery and so forth. I cannot stress this enough, and I've always said it before. Working towards a very strong, dominant, but honorable, respectful character in life is everything. To have courage and inner strength, always keeping in mind to have impeccable integrity in actions and words, not just words, but actions too, real deeds, is everything. Don't listen to fear-mongering and so forth, but also just stay confident, stay calm. Never go to anger first. Stay calm, carefully calculating, dissecting all possibilities, all opportunities, regardless really who fear mongers what, and regardless whose sensitive feelings you hurt in the first place. Who cares? It doesn't matter who you hurt. They're oversensitive anyway. Just do what you want to do anyway, no matter what. Do exactly what you wanted to do and follow your highest excitement. Those are some of the advice that I generally give people with a variety of different explanations and reasonings why. Instead of being shy, be brave. But of course, people don't listen. They stay with their comfortable zone, what's comfortable, not what's challenging. Instead of taking risks, they take a step back and stay comfortable. Life's too short to be weak, in my opinion. So being scared and passive and feeling fear and in this incarnation, this quick incarnation that goes by fast, it's useless. Or giving away power to those tyrants that don't deserve to have the power from us in the first place. Tolerating tyranny in general, tolerating some crazy mandates, laws, and rules. Life is a fierce competition, a tournament. Tournament of great excitements, opportunities, pitfalls, achievements, accomplishing things, traveling, experiencing things, learning things, buying memories, not dumb things, manipulating energies. Life is a school of energy, manipulating energy, how to manipulate it and work with it, and turning off the emotions. It's the emotions that make humans weak. So turning off the emotions and manipulating energy, you can easily exit this third density matrix reality and understand just how powerful a human can be. So instead of being comfortable, do things that are daring, that are not comfortable. That's how you test yourself. Humanity has so much to learn from reptilians, in my opinion. And overall, humanity's energies today is extremely weak. So how can they learn from someone that's so intense? If you're affected by any word and triggered by every word and everything, then that's a weakness. Human emotions are a weakness in general, but that means those things, those words have power over you. So instead of being sensitive, just learn to roll with it, have confidence, be powerful, ignore things, be strong, have thick skin. If a word can control you or trigger you, it means that everyone can control you. Anything in life can control you. And that's not a reptilian way of living. They say, Thetas say, no word, no human, no land, no country, no region, no law, no nostalgia, no heartbreak, no ex-lover, no divorce, nothing can ever have power over you. Because bravery and courage should be placed in the forefront of your consciousness in every daily operation, even before going to sleep. So instead of doing this, people complain. Stop complaining, figure shit out, deal with it, sink or swim. Use your reptilian DNA, we all have it. Use your reptilian brain, we all have that too. Take risks, be bold, be brave. If it feels uncomfortable in the stomach with the butterflies, that's a good thing. Take that chance, take that move. Remove self-doubt. Remove that immediately along with, but what if? That's self-doubt, it's a weakness. And in life, no one really gives a shit about your problems. No one cares about your problems. 90% of people won't even show up for a funeral that you think care about you. Who gives a shit? Do what you need to do. No saviors are coming. Ain't nobody gonna come and save you, take you to 5D, new ascension, new earth, give you a medbed. Those are made up illusions, fairy tales. No extraterrestrial, no religious prophet, no angel, no one's coming to save you. Figure out life now. Work with powers that the universe gave you that are embedded within you. This weaknesses, this weak energy, it's pathetic, particularly in the eyes of extraterrestrials, particularly and especially in the eyes of powerful reptilians. So stop escaping reality and start healing your traumas, resistances, removing blacknesses and fears from all the layers, including unconscious layers. Removing programmings, human conditioning, standard conditionings. So building the inner strength, growing outward, removing the sensitivity nonsense. That's the key. So it is unfortunate that our own industry does not have a lot of honorable speakers. They can have pretty internet accounts. They can look stunning, gorgeous, beautiful, good looking, and exotic in their videos. It's not honorable what they're saying. Repeating somebody else's information is stealing of the information, not knowing if it's true or not. So you're deceiving your own followers. And when it comes to honorable things, we need to see them do prideful things. This is what reptilians say: prideful things, honorable things, prideful actions, courageous actions. Prideful actions are worthy of respect. That's why they don't respect a lot of humans. And Theta's perspective on the honor part, and I guess from my translation from a human perspective, would be a human that believes in respect, that believes in pride, that believes in determination, but who's neutral, who's calm, who's prideful, respectful, professional, confident, who's direct and blunt, not apologetic, but who's respectful, who helps others, who doesn't have pretentiousness, but someone who's actually outspoken, who has no fear, has no dependencies, addictions, suicidal thoughts, depressions, who's not a bully, who doesn't have arrogance, narcissism, doesn't have a massive ego, who expects some handouts in life, a large expectation of things, silver spoon-fed type of people, or someone that just doesn't like to just fit in at all costs to satisfy the society. They respect someone who desires to create their own path, have their own dignity, create their own crowd. So a truly respectful human to them is someone who lives up to those high principles and standards, and who has strong characteristics and competencies in life. And I highly agree. I agree with that 1,000,000%. And today, we don't see a big percentage of those kind of humans in the world collectively. The expectations of Theta beings I've learned over the years, when it comes to honor, when it comes to things, I mean, to begin with is obviously to remove ego and fear and all these things. And so that's step number one. And that's generally an answer I give when someone asks me. But everything else I've said should be also included. Fearlessness, fortitude, heroism, valor, those are the things they truly stand for. Prideful actions, they say, are important. And to them, prideful actions is knowledge taken from yourself. When you stand in front of something where you want to represent something, when you firmly believe in something, do the right thing. Be dominant but respectful. Your intent is taken into consideration. Courage is taken into consideration. So when you do all these things, you are in fact taking proudful actions, which in itself is extremely honorable and respectful in their eyes. I mean, of course, I agree 100%. Theta see honor as simply being who you are in life without any apology. As honor is being strong in your own external and internal strength, in your own mind, in determination, confidence, full confidence and determination. It doesn't matter who you offend. Don't hurt people, but cares if someone's overly sensitive. Get what you want in life anyway. Honor to them is unmovable force. A force that cannot be broken by some fear or tyranny or whatever human, whatever group of humans, whatever collective, whatever law, whatever mandate. Just do exactly what you wish to do. But if you promise something, do it exactly as you promise and deliver precisely at time, because reliability to these beings is truly everything. Honor is more than just a word to these beings, but it's a repetition of actions, beyond just words, but actual actions, as they know humans lie a lot. They know humans tell lies to each other. So they want to see truth and being one with the truth, not caring what a world or society or neighbor or buddy or internet may think. They want to see true bravery in humans. If you're truthful, you should always be truthful, not filter it regardless of where you are or who you're talking to or who's listening. So digging into the inner part, bringing out that courage that should always be in the front of your consciousness. And any human that truly has that courage within their soul, they should definitely have courage. They should definitely have bravery. They should definitely have dignity. They should definitely have patriotism and consistency and dedication. These are powerful things in life if they can be utilized wisely, of course. As Thetas and Reptilians say, courage comes from deep within the soul. The reptilian honor comes from a very deep level of the reptilian core of consciousness archetype energy within the universe, created within the universal consciousness archetype. And these two forms makes them extremely tough. And because of their own toughness and their protective mindsets, this protects them against anybody, but this also makes them extremely territorial over their land, over their people, over their partnerships, over their planetary system, over their council. I mean, these beings would die for their council. Rightfully so. I would die for my family tomorrow too. No questions asked. So I appreciate the territorial aspect in reptilians. They also understand us. They understand that humans who desire to have courage and dignity and who desire to have strength can feel depressed and disappointed and down and weak due to life itself. And in this incarnation, they understand that. And they understand how humans are. They're emotional creatures. So they get us, they get humans. But they say, keep going anyway, passionately, without being scared. Confidence brings in courage. Feeling courage brings in bravery. This brings in pride and prideful actions. And that brings in honor. And that brings in respect. And that to them is extremely honorable. And courage and bravery aren't just some foolish phrases to them. Not to these beings. Courage they describe as an absence of fear, recognizing fear and not allowing it to overtake. And as they say, humans should become unbreakable, resisting all fear, because no land, no word, nothing can ever have power over you, ever. And they always urge to always speak the truth, which I think is extremely important today, particularly when it comes to extraterrestrial topics and interstellar topics in the industry. Truth must always be told. Especially if it's channeled information, because there's tens of thousands of humans listening. They depend on this advice. They rely on this advice. So there should be a strict rule in the industry. You caught lying once, you should be banned from all the industry standard channels. Particularly, I would ban all these love light, unicorn, and rainbow tree huggers. Their statements is cute comedy. Worthless opinions are irrelevant and meaningless to a true human potential growth. Their advice of hold your light starseed would get no one nowhere. So I strongly suggest to people to develop a daily habit of lifestyle of being mentally strong and determined. Create a plan in life, plan A, plan B, plan C in case of things happen, in case of problems. Honor, pride should be obviously implemented, extremely, extremely important, but also extreme levels of dominance. Create this lifestyle with every choice you make, every single one, 7 days a week, even before you're going to sleep. Not taking days off. This isn't some bodybuilding, dieting competition. You get the weekends off. No. But constantly live with bravery and courage, dominance and respect. These four main pillars, main cornerstones, should be in the front of everyone's consciousness and continue to take unapologetic actions in life. Prideful and respectful, but definitely not caring who you offend. More humans, in my opinion, should make very powerful, strong reptilian connections, actual connections to perfect duality, to perfect dominance and strength, to understand neutrality. Because your mind is the principal starting point for all the strategies you use in life. So use it wisely, particularly in this very fast incarnation. Learn from the real teachers, real tutors, best of the best. Not weak-minded beings or humans. And I can guarantee anybody who makes their true, authentic reptilian connections that their lives will be completely changed.